Echo is not a good show.
Echo Review from Comic Book states, one of Marvel's strongest Disney Plus shows since WandaVision. Completely ignoring Loki.
They're being paid off. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. At this point, there's no way they said that, bro. So the creator slash director of this show purposely decided not to have her powers be the same exact thing. Part of the reason why was because she said it was lame.
She says, and I quote, her power in the comic books is that she can copy anything, any movement, any whatever. It's kind of lame. I will say that is not her power in the show. You took something that could have been mildly interesting and chose the most ridiculous way to portray this character.
Maya's problem as a character is that she lacks any real motivation.
And she's boring.
All of her character arc already took place in Hawkeye. If you've seen Hawkeye, first episode's a waste of time. And then from episodes 2 to 5, it's literally just her lollygagging around Oklahoma.
Literally the first 5 minutes of the show, I'm like, bro, what is going on? Goddamn cosmic Native Americans. I'm like, yo, no, it was so confusing because they were aliens, and then the earthquake, and then they're on land. So what are they saying, that Native Americans were cosmic aliens?
In that episode, we got the first woman that left the cave. In the next episode, we got a woman that beat men in lacrosse. They go even further in time and they show a woman that's really good with a gun. And then we follow Echo by episode 5. She brings all of these women together in one and they fight Kingpin. Her grandmother started throwing hands.
Back the fuck. I don't got time for this. Hey, breathe, bro.
Uppercutted somebody, put them to sleep. They're hiring the wrong people.
I need to understand what no, for real. Valid question. What's Marvel's obsession? Like, I get it, you wanna do woman empowerment. What's their obsession with giving us shitty writing but trying to make them overpowered? Just think about it. Every woman who's gotten her powers recently has been fucking broken for absolutely no reason.
Echo's abilities in her comics are way cooler. And I think the show definitely missed an opportunity with this. On top of the fact that Daredevil is literally blind, but he's not focused on that. He just so happens to be blind, and so because of that, he's able to use his ears to do other shit. That's really fucking dope, right? With Echo, she is deaf. So she's able to literally feel vibrations in order for her to map out her spaces properly. She's the opposite of Daredevil. There's no reason why an opposite of Daredevil wouldn't work, right? So here's my issue with the show. So in the comics, she's not able to hear, she's deaf. So because of that, her abilities offer her photographic memory, 1, and 2, she's able to feel the vibrations of things around her. So because of that, she really likes dancing and boxing. She likes boxing because it's very similar to dancing, where she could literally feel music. As a dancer, think about how dope that is. As a dancer, you need music. You have a character that doesn't have that ability, and yet she's still able to do these things. If you want to talk about empowerment for a woman, and the show misses that opportunity, which the only conclusion I could come across is that I don't think these people like the characters they're dealing with. That's the only way you could see her ability and go, oh no, that's lame.
They took something that made her relatable and just turned it into your common superhero now. Like.
What's even worse is that I think what's wrong, they missed out on a chance to do something really cool with sound design and just the fights. In the movie A Quiet Place, we also just so happen to have a deaf character. And the way that they show stakes is by overdoing it on sound design.
For us as sound designers, okay, we have a character where we can actually describe sonically what her experience is like, and all of the spectrum of things from silence to the hyper extreme and other end of the spectrum, which is these creatures with hypersensitive hearing.
And that's what I think Echo messed up on. Echo should have overdone it. I know it sounds crazy, but since this character is deaf, they should have overdone it on the sound design so that we could feel how she does the vibration. So combined with visual effects and heightened sound design, that's how we get to be in Echo's mind space, right? In A Quiet Place, they're very particular about when things go silent and about when things are really loud. Echo only really plays with going in and out of audio like once, and that's during the fight scene. The fact that she's not even a dancer, it doesn't even get to explain to us now why is she such a good fighter? She did a little bit of Taekwondo, and now she's able to fight all of these dudes?
Fight the goons. Oh my goodness. I thought the fight scenes was god awful, bro. They felt like rubber. Like everything felt scripted. Like they were, like every person was waiting for the next attack to come. The best scene was literally Daredevil hopping over the fence doing a spin kick.
That was it.
That was it. I am glad they are putting a little more respect on like street level heroes and their acrobatics.
Yes.
I'm glad Daredevil's starting to.
So that's what I was gonna
You
say.
feel me? Like, but come on, man.
But watch this though. So this is what I gotta say about that fight scene, right? I actually don't think the action set pieces are that bad. The issue is the way that they use it to tell the story. This is the reason why I really think the fight scenes don't hit properly. Because what they're doing isn't wrong. The whole waiting for the kick and all that, that's not bad. Again, in the comics, and I hate that I keep bringing up the comics, but like, I want to bring a solution to the show. I don't want to just bash it, right? In the comics, she's able to feel the tempo and the flow of things. That's why she likes boxing. That's why she's a dancer. So for her to hold that kick before she hits Daredevil, that's on brand with her character. For Daredevil to just hold there and try to see what's happening, they're both calculating each other. You get what I'm saying? The problem is in the way that they execute it. I have no issue with a wide shot. Get some mise-en-scène in that scene. You feel me? Show what's going on in that scene. Show the fight scene.
I mean, has this dude even heard of mise-en-scène? Put some information up in the frame, bitch!
But both of these characters are very unique in the way that they fight. Before we get into that, they should have established wavelengths, the vibrations, heightened sound design, and then no sound design. That way, when it's time to fight Daredevil, we understand how Daredevil fights already. We are focused on Echo. We want a reason as to why we should care about her. How is she doing these things? So now, when he's ducking for a kick, she's doing this, and she could see when he's gonna be there. And then she could throw the kick. There's all of these little things that they could have done.
I was about to say, you know what your problem
fighting.
is, bro?
What?
You assume they're competent.
Again, if you want to do the whole woman empowerment thing, just make her a dope woman. Her abilities are dope. Why wouldn't a little girl see Echo and think she's a badass? Whether or not she's an anti-hero or not. We have Deadpool. There's a lot of people too making bullshit arguments about, oh, I've noticed a trend in anti-heroes and stuff. That's not the point. You guys are upset about bad writing. Address the bad writing. It's not about anti-hero, villain, hero this, whatever. Good story is good story. We could learn from it regardless. That's not your issue. You're looking at the surface level thing. And I feel like our goal is to help you guys get there. The problem with her character and why online you might see a lot of people say, oh, a woman shouldn't be able to take down a man and da-da-da-da-da-da. The reason why they're having that issue is because Disney is failing to do the job of this is a superhero. They're failing to give us the suspension of disbelief. Instead, they want to give us glowing hands where she connects to her ancestors that don't really do anything.
I also think she's a terrible actress. Just shitty. Bruh, every single scene was her making the same face. She always looked high to me. Every single scene is this. Every single scene is this. I had to take a picture. I could have took a bunch of pictures. They were all look the same. I'm like, bro, show some emotion. You're deaf. Facial acting should be your main thing. You shouldn't always. I don't know if you saw Silent Night, the John Woo film. He lost his vocal cords. First of all, I thought it was fine. I just fucked with John Woo. Bro couldn't speak. He still was able to portray that character. You felt for him. You understood everything he was saying without him saying nothing. With her, that's not possible at all because she just sits there like.
Here's some trivia for you. You're probably gonna be very upset about this. This is the only time she's ever acted in anything.
I wouldn't be upset about that.
Besides high school. She did like a high school play, and her first time acting was in Hawkeye. Her second time acting is in this.
So, a diversity hired.
That's I didn't want to put it that way though. I didn't like, to be honest with you. I don't want to attack the actor because I know a big issue was the writing.
No.
But
it was also the acting.
It's also the actor.
We can't
just be nice.
It's not just the writing. The acting was my issue.
Yeah, we can't
also.
just be nice.
And they also need to stop marketing Daredevil in all these shows to get people to watch them. They did the same thing with She-Hulk. His 5 seconds in the show was also in the trailer.
Do you guys remember the movie Sky High? There's a scene in Sky High, they're in gym class and they're playing the game hero or sidekick. And everybody has to walk up to the podium and they're either a hero or sidekick.
Hero.
Let's play a quick game. Iron Man, is he a hero or a sidekick?
Hero?
All right, cool. Captain America, hero or sidekick? Spider-Man, hero or sidekick?
Hero.
Echo, is she a hero or a sidekick?
Sidekick?
She's a sidekick, bro.
Nah, bro, you making sense. She really a sidekick. Why would they think we need a show about Echo? That's that bullshit I'm talking about. Why do they keep giving us shows about people we don't care about?
That's my point. Sidekick.
WandaVision came out, and for some odd reason, Marvel took it upon themselves and said, you should give Agatha a show.
I knew it.
Give Agatha a
I
show.
fucking knew it.
Like, why? Why?
Bro, you've been pissed about Agatha for like the past.
Put the Keenan and Kel. Why? And hey, listen, I love Agatha. I don't care what nobody said. I'll take a little gander at Agatha. You feel me? She does not need her own show.
Look, did you guys get to see Echo? Comment down below what you guys thought about Echo, and we'll see you in the next encounter.
Peace.
That depressing ass.
Right.